signal to start. Signal twice now to start the cameras. What's that? Yes, they are. We'll start in just a second here, a little technical issue.
We're live, it's just not working in this room.
Oh, no,
Interesting.
they can see us, but we can't see.
Okay, we've had a slight delay with our technical on this side, but now let me welcome you to the Lancaster County Board of Commissioners meeting for Tuesday, January 20th, 2026. I am the chair. My name is Krista Yoakum. To my left is Vice Chair Chelsea Johnson. To her left is Commissioner Matt Schulte. To my right, Commissioner Sean Flowerday and Commissioner Rick Vest. Please stand and recite the Pledge of Allegiance with us. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the flag for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I was looking at flag, so I said flag. Mr. Clerk, would you please start the meeting?
A copy of the Nebraska Open Meetings Act is located at the wall of the rear of the hearing room. All written materials to be discussed at today's meeting can be viewed at the county's website at lancaster.ne.gov. All printing options are available upon request. Brings us to item 1, minutes. Approval of the minutes of the Board of Commissioners meeting held on January 13th, 2026.
Move approval?
Second. We have a motion and a second. Seeing no discussion, please call the roll.
Flowerday,
Yes.
Schulte,
Yes.
Vest,
Yes. Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Said yes.
Yoakum.
Yes.
Motion carries. Brings us to item 2, claims. 2A, approval of the claims processed through January 16th, 2026.
Move approval? Second?
We have a motion and a second. Please call the roll.
Schulte,
Yes.
Vest,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Flowerday,
Yes.
Yoakum.
Yes.
Motion carries. 2B, approval of a claim to the Mediation Center in the amount of $13,022.50.
Move approval?
Second. We have a motion and a second to approve. Please call the roll.
Vest,
Abstain?
Johnson,
Yes.
Flowerday,
Yes.
Schulte,
Yes.
Yoakum.
Yes.
Motion carries. 2C, approval of the claims for goods and services beyond the 90-day period provided in Nebraska Revised Statute 23-135 for Cone Incorporated for a total of $1,620 and the Tint Shop for a total of $214.50.
Move approval?
Second. We have a motion and a second to approve. Please call the roll.
Johnson,
Yes.
Flowerday,
Yes.
Schulte,
Yes.
Best,
Yes.
Yoakum.
Yes.
Motion carries. Brings us to item 3, our consent items. These are routine business items that are expected to be adopted without dissent. Any individual item may be removed for special discussion and consideration by a commissioner by any member of the public without prior notice. Unless there is an exception, these items will be approved as one single vote of the Board of Commissioners. These items are the approval of A, amendments to the following county contracts. C-23-0102 with Select Van Storage Incorporated and C-23-0103 with World Class Office Installers Incorporated for the unit price of moving services. C-25-0574 with Executive Answering Services for telephone answering services. C-24-0363 with Snap-on Industrial for vehicle lifts and garage and fleet maintenance equipment. B, right-of-way contracts with the following: North Bluff Farms Incorporated, North 98th Street and Mill Road, in the amount of $703. Sherry Corning, Lynn Rush, and Barbara Clement, West Little Salt Road, Northwest 98th Street, in the amount of $2,151. Zine E. and Marilyn Carney, North 98th Street and Mill Road, in the amount of $379. And lastly, C, receive and place on file the county attorney quarterly report.
Move approval.
Second. We have a motion and a second to approve. Please call the roll.
Flowerday,
Yes.
Schulte,
Yes.
Vest,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Yocum.
Yes.
Motion carries. Brings us to item 4, new business. 4A, a reappointment of Bob Pinkerton to the County Board of Zoning Appeals for a term beginning on April 1st, 2026 through March 31st, 2031.
Move approval.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve. That's a long term for a citizen to fill to help the county. Please call the roll.
Schulte,
Yes.
Vest,
Yes, I was just confirming Bob is not present with us this morning. I don't see him. Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Flowerday,
Yes.
Yocum.
Yes.
Motion carries. Brings us to 4B, an agreement with Julie Parker Communications to provide crisis planning, consulting, and a 2-day training on-site to the Sheriff's Office. There is no cost to the county.
Morning, Commissioners. Captain John Vick, Lancaster County Sheriff's Office. This agreement is just an ongoing step in our strategic plan to improve communications with the Lancaster County Sheriff's Office. Julie Parker Communications is a nationwide renowned firm that does this type of work. They're going to be contracted to provide us with an actual communications plan template for our office, and then come in and provide training to our command staff to implement that plan. And we plan to use forfeiture assets to fund the training and the communications plan.
Very good.
Great.
Move approval.
I'll second. Captain Vick, thank you for being here this morning. Tell us a little bit about the benefits here that the Sheriff's Department, what will you achieve by doing this training?
Yeah, so there are countless agencies around the country who found themselves at the center of a national firestorm, whether that's from some sort of national disaster or some other act of violence, and we want to be prepared to be able to communicate effectively both to the public in Lancaster County and also internally with our folks. And this is just part of that ongoing effort to make sure that we're delivering the best communications that we can. To date, we don't have a formalized crisis communications plan on paper. This aims to change that, but then also to train our folks to be able to use that plan effectively.
Thank you so much for recognizing all that and taking this step. I appreciate it.
And you said it, but I wanted to note that you said that forfeiture dollars are used for this, and no taxpayer dollars.
That's correct. We're using forfeiture funds to fund this program.
Yeah. We have a motion and a second to approve. Please call the roll.
Vest,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Flowerday,
Yes.
Schulte,
Yes.
Yocum.
Yes.
Motion carries. Thank you. Brings us to 4C, an agreement with the Lincoln Lancaster County Health Department and Lincoln Lancaster County Emergency Management for the donation of automated external defibrillators.
Good morning. Jim David, Saber Director, Lincoln Lancaster County Emergency Management. I have Gina Eggenberger, who is the Emergency Response Coordinator for the Lincoln Lancaster County Health Department, with me this morning. Late last year, I got an inquiry from a representative of Google who was with their tech center in Council Bluffs, Iowa, that said they were replacing the AEDs that they had on site, and they were looking for a good home for up to as many as 50 of the ones that they were retiring. Recognizing that it was outside my area of subject matter expertise, I reached out to Gina, and her team saw this as an incredible opportunity to get these AEDs throughout Lancaster County. So when I had the opportunity, I also asked one be issued and placed at the Emergency Operations Center. There are times where we operate in a high-stress environment down there. Having a bit of equipment like this is an incredible opportunity. So when I worked with Gina and her team, they came up with the agreement that you have before you this morning. A footnote to that, we have a standing offer. We, primarily Gina and her team, other community members, community stakeholders, primarily our volunteer fire departments throughout Lancaster County, who would be interested in accessing one of these AEDs. They've been checked, they've been refurbished, they've been issued new batteries, all on Gina's watch. It's just an excellent opportunity. of a community member, Google, reaching out to us saying, hey, can we help you out? And they certainly can. So as I said, I think this is going to be the first one placed, but Gina's been doing her homework and has identified a good home for several more of these AEDs moving forward.
Move approval.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve. Any further discussion?
Can I just ask a question? So, tell me who they're available for and how many they are. Just help me understand a little bit more of those details.
So we have around 50 of the AEDs, and we're really wanting to focus on the rural areas of the county, mainly because we know that those are areas that it might take a little longer for our rescue teams to get to people. So I have reached out to the rural fire departments. We've had 33 of those that have been already committed to be placed. They're looking at public spaces, so we've got everything from convenience stores and bars, Branched Oak Lake. So there's a lot of different types of places that we're looking, but we want to get them out into those rural areas. So if you do have connections and you are interested in, finding out, I would be happy to work with anyone that might still have a need.
Good service.
Great work, and just shows the value of having relationships outside of Lancaster County. Jim, they had confidence to reach out to you, and you knew where to steer them. So thank you for facilitating this. Do we have a motion?
We have a motion and a second. Yeah, and seeing no further discussion, please call the roll.
Johnson,
Yes.
Flaherty,
Yes.
Schulte,
Yes.
Best,
Yes.
Yocum.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you very much.
Brings us to item 4D, a compensatory time off agreement for James Thompson, Crisis Center Team Supervisor.
Doesn't appear we have anyone to speak to this, so we have a motion to approve from
second.
Commissioner Flowerday, second by Commissioner Vest. Please call the roll.
Flaherty,
Yes.
Schulte,
Yep.
Vest,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Yocum.
Yes.
Motion carries. 4E, a recommendation from the Human Services Department to award a contract to Family Services for a total estimated amount of $750,000 for 2 contract years.
Good morning, Sarah Hoyle, Director of Human Services for the City of Lincoln and Lancaster County. And this is another step towards opening Square One, which is the Youth Crisis Center, 24/7 crisis center for kids with struggling with behavioral health issues and then their families. So we are excited. This is a federal grant that we received. This is to bring up the basic services, the basic needs services within Square One. So we already have CenterPoint on board through region funding. They provide the behavioral health piece, but we know a lot of families struggling with behavioral health issues also have basic needs issues alongside those. So we're talking about issues with housing, food, getting health insurance, those types of things. And Family Service has experience in that. They also have another federal grant that can help with some of the housing component that we know will be there. So we are excited for this partnership. We're excited to have both of them working together to help our youth and families.
I'm convinced. I move approval.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve. Any further discussion? This is a great move. Please call the roll.
Schulte,
Yes.
Vest,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Flaherty,
Yes.
Yocum.
Yes.
Okay.
Motion carries. 4F, recommendation from the purchasing agent on behalf of the county engineer to award a contract to Maxwell Products Incorporated for asphaltic joint sealant in the amount of $79,750.
Good morning, Commissioners. Chris Meyer, Lancaster County Engineering. This is just our restock for our crack sealing material. Just needed some more.
Move approval.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve. Please call the roll.
Vest,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Flaherty,
Yes.
Schulte,
Yes.
Yocum.
Yes.
Motion carries. 4G, recommendation from the purchasing agent on behalf of the county engineer to award a contract to Samsara Incorporated for Samsara hardware license and installation in 4 years in the amount of $814,519.88.
Pam Damon, Lancaster County Engineer. This contract is recommending the Samsara contract. Samsara is a full a full-service telematics software. This would be for installation in all of our county engineering vehicles.
Move approval.
Second. We have a motion and a second to approve this contract. Any further comment? Please call the roll.
Johnson?
Oh, is there someone here?
Public.
Oh, yes.
100%.
Please come forward, Rick. Sorry, I looked this way for comments. I didn't look that way, and I should
No
have.
problem. Do I need to sign in?
If you would, please, and state your name.
Rick DeBoer, IBW 1536 Vice President. There are a lot of thoughts going through my brain right now regarding this. So for your benefit and for mine, I had our attorney help me write it up to keep everything in check and in focus. So bear with me as I read some of these things, and I ask for the board's full attention as I try to get through this. On Friday, January 16th, 2025, our attorney filed a petition in the Nebraska Commission of Industrial Relations because of the bad faith bargaining engaged in by the county engineer. That petition seeks to obtain a status quo order so that the parties are required to maintain the status quo. Our union has not agreed to the implementation of this system designed to maintain video and audio surveillance of our members. Whether a tracking system such as this will be implemented is a mandatory subject to bargaining. And the county attorney has conceded this issue for over a year now. As far as we know, the county has not given us a last best offer or declared impasse. Also, at negotiations, we have not been in favor of the telematics for many reasons, but just to list a few. A, trust. The union has made it very clear that there is a trust issue with top management. We even have focus groups set up between labor and management to work on this trust issue. B, here's an example. On December 30th of this year, we found out that the cameras that had been installed back in 2024 on a handful of our fleet vehicles were actually live and active, even though a cease and desist letter was sent by our attorney, and we were told by the department and had the understanding that even the county's attorney's office believed that those cameras had not been activated after the cease and desist letter was sent. However, we have come to find out in just the last few weeks that this was not the case. C, at negotiations, we were told that the cost of this telematics system would not cost much at all. Now we are discussing a motion for approval of $814,000. We could fix a lot of things, open some bridges, work on some paved roads, things like that. And at our negotiations that IB General had finished up, they had to take a 2% cost of living raise, and I think the unrepresented took the same 2% because the county said there was a large deficit and couldn't give any more than that. Again, we're talking $814,000. 4, there have been allegations raised in the settle. Let me start over. There have been allegations raised and settled in the state of Illinois that allege the company who developed the telematics technology violated Illinois law in the manner it used facial scanning technology. We would like to know if the county has reviewed this contract for its compliance with Nebraska law. I would hope, we as a union would hope that this board has been in communication with the Lancaster County's attorney's office and have their recommendation on whether or not to move forward with this at this time. especially since we have one of them, a deputy county attorney, sitting in our negotiations the whole time. We are asking the board to deny this motion until we can actually get this taken care of after negotiations are finished. Thank you.
Thank you, Rick. Is there anyone else wishing to speak on this motion? Seeing none. Oh, yes, Commissioner Vest.
Yeah, I just would like to, first, yeah, I get that. First, let me just say thank you for being here this morning, Mr. DeBoer, and thank you for representing the views of the union that you represent. We deeply appreciate the work you all do out there, and always good to hear from you. As we sit here as commissioners, we have an incredible responsibility to the larger community. We understand that any given decision we make may have people who are opposed to it, or things that are not perfect about it, or problems that need to be solved as we go forward. I don't think we face that reality every time we sit in these chairs. That's okay. That's why we're here. It's important for Lancaster County to take the steps before us that ensure the safety of our employees and the general public. And I believe this is a step towards that direction. If there are issues to work out as we go forward, I'm okay with that, but it's important that we go forward. That's why I made the motion. That's why I support it. Thank you, Commissioner.
Any other discussion? Please call the roll.
Johnson?
Yes.
Flowerday?
Yes.
Schulte?
Yes.
Best?
Yes.
Yocum?
Yes.
Motion carries. Commissioners, that brings us to item 4H, a legal engagement agreement with Klein Williams, Wright, Johnson, and Oldfather to provide professional legal services to Lancaster County.
Move approval.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve. Please call the roll.
Flowerday?
Yes.
Schulte?
Yes.
Best?
Yes.
Johnson?
Yes.
Yocum?
Yes.
Motion carries. And then 4I, reconsideration of the approval of the 2026 Keno Human Services Prevention Fund recommendations.
I move to reconsider the vote on the motion to approve the 2026 Keno Human Services Prevention Fund recommendations.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. We need to vote on this reconsideration move, and this is because we need to separate El Centro de las Americas from the rest of the Keno approvals, so we can have two separate votes on that. It was my error. I didn't recognize it was on there, and I need to abstain on that vote. So please call the roll on the motion to reconsider.
Schulte?
Yeah.
Best?
Yes.
Johnson?
Yes.
Flowerday?
Yes.
Yocum?
Yes.
Motion carries.
I would move that we approve the 2026 Keno Human Services Prevention Fund recommendations, excluding the award to El Centro de las Americas.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve. Please call the roll.
Vest?
Yes.
Johnson?
Yes.
Flowerday?
Yes.
Schulte?
Yes.
Yocum?
Yes.
Motion carries.
I move that we approve the Keno Fund allocation to El Centro de las Americas.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Please call the roll.
Johnson?
Yes.
Flowerday?
Yes.
Schulte?
Yes.
Best?
Yes.
I will abstain as I serve on their board.
Motion carries. All right, Commissioners, if that completes item 4I, that brings us to item 5, our legislative update.
I just have one thing to put in front of people. We don't have to make any decisions on it today, although I know we'll almost certainly talk about it on Thursday. OB 1117 is an IBAW bill that is a direct attack on the First Responders Recruitment and Retention Act that this board has worked pretty hard to work on. I know Director Brad Johnson and Sheriff Terry Wagner have both been leaning in on this since Friday when the bill dropped. And I expect we're going to hear from both of their offices on Thursday. But it cuts the 100% tuition remission that police firefighters and their families get, that directly impacts our sheriff's office, and then also in a year will be directly impacting our Department of Corrections. Because correctional officers are to be included starting next year. And it strikes that and just replaces X's where the percentage would be, so it's not even determined what they're striking it to at this moment. Anyways, it's a direct attack on that, on a thing this board has supported for years. And so I just want to put that on everyone's radar.
Thank you for bringing that to our attention. Seeing nothing else, we could proceed.
Item 6, public comment. Members of the public wishing to speak on items relating to county business not on the agenda may do so at this time.
Are there any members of the public wishing to speak? If so, please come forward. Seeing none? we can move
Items
on.
7, announcements. The Board of Commissioners will hold a staff meeting on Thursday, January 22nd, 2026 at 8:30 a.m. in room 112 of the County City Building. The Board of Commissioners will hold its next regular meeting on Tuesday, January 27th, 2026 at 9 a.m. in room 112 of the County City Building. Commissioners can be reached at 402-441-7447 or commish@lancaster.ne.gov. Board of Commissioners meetings are streamed live on YouTube and Facebook. LNK TV apps are available on Roku, Apple TV, and Amazon Fire TV. Item 8 is adjournment.
Move we adjourn.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to adjourn. Please call the roll.
Flowerday,
Yes.
Schulte,
Yes.
Best,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Yocum.
Yes.
Motion carries. Commission.
We are adjourned. The next, we will now open the Board of Equalization meeting for Tuesday, January 20th, 2026.
A copy of the Nebraska Open Meetings Act is located at the wall of the rear of the hearing room. All written materials to be discussed at today's meeting can be viewed at the county's website at lancaster.ne.gov. Printing options are available upon request. Brings us to our first item, item 1, election of 2026 officers for the Lancaster County Board of Equalization.
I move that we elect Krista Yocum as chair and Chelsea Johnson as vice chair.
I would second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Seeing none, please call the roll.
Flowerday,
Yes.
Schulte,
Yeah.
Best,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Yocum.
Yes.
Motion carries. Item 2, minutes. Approval of the minutes of the Board of Equalization meeting held on Tuesday, January 6th, 2026.
I move approval.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve the minutes. Please call the roll.
Schulte,
Yes.
Best,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Flowerday,
Yes.
Yocum.
Yes.
Motion carries. Item 3 is the additions and deductions to the tax assessment rolls.
Move approval.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve the additions and deductions to the tax assessment rolls. Please call the roll.
Best,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Flowerday,
Yes.
Schulte,
Yep.
Yocum.
Yes.
Motion carries. Item 4 is our public hearing. It's a public hearing on the following motor vehicle tax exempt applications for Mercy City Church Incorporated, St. Joseph Catholic St. Joseph Catholic Church and School, Live Yes Studios Incorporated, and Bryan Medical Center.
We will now open the public hearing on the motor vehicle tax exemption applications. Is there anyone here to speak on those? Seeing none, we will now close the hearing.
Brings us to item 5A, the public hearing action items for the action on motor vehicle tax exemption applications.
I move approval of the motor vehicle tax exemption applications and that Krista sign approval on all of them.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Please call the roll.
Johnson,
Yes.
Flowerday,
Yes.
Schulte,
Yep.
Best,
Yes.
Yocum.
Yes.
Motion carries. Brings us to item 6, public comment. Members of the public wishing to speak on items related to County Board of Equalization business not on the agenda may do so at this time.
Are there any members of the public wishing to speak on items relating to the County Board of Equalization? If so, please come forward. Seeing none, we will close public comment.
Brings us to item 7, adjournment.
Move we adjourn.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to adjourn. Please call the roll.
Flowerday,
Yes.
Schulte,
Yep.
Vest,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Yocum.
Yes,
Motion carries.
Sign with it.
we are now adjourned.